Good morning. It's Monday, July 28th, and that means two things. Hey, next week's episode and release, that'll be on the 5th, the Tuesday, not the 4th. Also, it's time for the lighting industry news brief brought to you by Keystone Tech and their emergency units. They've got something that suits your needs. Green lights, red lights, edge lit, backlit, emergency units in round and square styles, black housings, white housings, square, round, multiple lumen outputs. They also have combo kits available if you need those. That's KeystoneTech.com or the link in the description. That's emergency exit lighting made easy. Let's get into the news because the IES, the Illuminating Engineering Society, has reported losses on last year. Membership continues to go down. Conference costs continue to go up. The U.S. Department of Labor thinks that a number of OSHA requirements are out of date, specifically around lighting for a number of different applications outside, so they're just going to eliminate those rules. This is a proposed rule elimination. We'll see if that goes through. On the tariff tracker, the EU may just be stuck with steel tariffs as they are. Purchasing on durable goods is down. Amazon is raising prices on household essentials. Walmart is actually dropping prices on the same. WAC is funding the Goombay Bash with a $50,000 donation match for the H Foundation Cancer Research Gala. Sales are down at Zumtobel with dividends being dropped to match. We've got three stories from Signify. Their Q2 results show $1.6 billion in revenue, which is the lowest they've posted since 2016. Signify share buyback continues with 108,000 shares coming back to the board, all being bought at roughly 22.5 euros per share. And Signify is actually the company that bought all those Color Kinetics products from that New York Power Authority auction. The gear may end up getting resold as open box refurbs. Or maybe they do something else with it. I don't know. Maybe they'll do their own offices with it. Who can say? Carl Zatarian was on Get a Grip on Lighting. Hudson Valley Light Group has bought Sonoman with no details disclosed. We have Prize Designs naming their award winners in 6 products from the lighting category being recognized. Two of them are from RAB. They're a member of NAILED. They're doing great. We have upgrades going ahead at the Musco HQ with a new expansion and renovation at their Oskaloosa, Iowa headquarters being finished just now. Gray Bar won a Stevie. This is the Silver Award for Great Employers in Leadership Development. In legal news, Current has settled with LIA. The rep suit has been dropped without prejudice. In events and webinars, lighting companies are now making a point of going to CEDIA, with 25 companies already signed up for the Smart Home Show. ArcLight has announced their full schedule. That's in September. You can see their full list of events right now. WAC has partnered with the Light and Health Research Center on webinars, with 3 sessions coming up right now. CU Boulder is opening up enrollment for their fall lighting courses. You can apply right now. In IoT news, Dim On Off invests in Amotus. This is a $6 million partnership for their Fundamentum IoT platform. Sourcewell has partnered with New Real AI. This is a new smart city deal for the AI firm. La Sapienza University of Rome has released the technology HuFi. This is a new tech that can detect bodies on Wi-Fi fields through walls even. Gina Rhoda is going to be on the Lighting Controls podcast talking about reading the code. Sonepar has bought two different industrial automation distributors. That's Ladder and Intereng in Brazil. No details other than that they're in Brazil. A group of white hat hackers have found 13 issues with Tritium. Their Niagara framework for building management has security and privacy issues. Scala Hosting has partnered with CSU for a new smart campus project, and Viasat is going global with their IoT Nano service, entering more markets. In R&D, we have a new model for glare analysis from the Warsaw U of Tech. We have a research team split between the University of St. Andrews and Cambridge, setting a speed and distance record for OLED-based visual light communication. Specifically, they hit 4 gigs a second. That would download this episode very quickly, is what I'm saying. Rutgers has built a better, bluer LED. This is a 450 nanometer emitter that might turn out to be brighter and more energy efficient. The Korean Institute of Science and Technology has built a glowing bacteria. It targets tumors, and that could help surgeons remove them. DARPA has set a new record in transmitting power over the air. The persistent optical wireless energy relay was able to send a 230-watt beam over a mile, like you saw in Gundam X. Glamox is adding RGB lighting to visual light communication. This is more akin to laser communication than traditional Wi-Fi, but it does use direct light-based coded messages for ships at sea, which is also a mainstay of Gundam. The color component has more to do with Gundam Seed. If you want to learn more about Gundam, check out my other podcast, The Recap from Mercury. Get it wherever you get your podcasts. On the dark side of things, your circadian rhythm will change during heat waves. Obesity has been linked with circadian syndrome yet again. Uppsala University is calling on the UN to add light pollution to their sustainability index. If you eat late, you will see a reduction in insolation sensitivity, which is a thing we've seen before. Light from low orbit, which is to say satellites that provide 5G for a lot of money, that hurts biodiversity. Light reflected off of solar panels confuses wildlife, which is lame. Bats are now changing their hibernation habits due to light pollution. Light pollution is stressing out abalone, the shellfish. The kloof frog mating habits are threatened by light pollution. A circadian rhythm has been linked with disease and stress in dairy calves. And light at night has been linked with your pet dog shedding. Yours, not mine. Mine sheds all the time. That was always going to happen. Dr. Nancy Gonlin was on Restoring Darkness. Thailand is adding 16 spots to their national registry of dark sky conservation spaces. Light pollution has been linked with economic growth in China. Liberty Hill, Texas has been recognized by the DSI, that's Dark Sky International. Champaign, Illinois' pickleball courts have been recognized by Dark Sky International under a different set of criteria they use for sports fields. A judge has dismissed the lawsuit against a proposed LDS temple in Haber County, Utah. A Connecticut man has sued the state courts over lighting violations. Residents of Cork, Ireland are complaining about light from a moored super yacht. Conway, New Hampshire, breakfast and bed and event venue is reacting to lighting rules with a civil rights lawsuit. Simsbury, Connecticut is introducing new draft lighting regulations. Fenwick Island, Delaware is debating new lighting regulations. Carbondale, Illinois is debating new light pollution plans. Villa Park, California has denied lighting to a pickleball court over light pollution concerns. Martha's Vineyard residents are pushing back on streetlights. Galloway, Scotland residents are protesting a proposed wind farm. The wind farm is actually doing everything right here, unlike the pickleball court. And in Gimli, Manitoba, a Robin's Donuts location is being assaulted by fish flies due to light pollution from the Robin's Donuts. Their interior lighting and sign lighting is just too bright, and the fish flies, they can't resist. On the horticultural side of things, Mio's Best Business Plan prize goes to Maui's Umami Farms. Edible Garden has opened a new farm in Iowa. Jones has filed for bankruptcy in the UK. CE Line has filed for bankruptcy in the Netherlands. In recommended reading, all these links and more on nailed.org. You have the opportunity of LED to LED work. We have a recap of women in lighting at the ALA conference. We have a recap of Q2 acquisitions. We have a discussion of tube bands and rebates. We have lighting and textiles in home decor. Tariffs alone will not bring the manufacturing back. And you have to size an NLC system before you can install it. We also have IoT for co-working spaces just not paying off. And a case study of an audit of Globrite's business. In local news, the Florida Department of Transportation has revealed their funding plans for the next few years. Sunport, New Mexico has secured new funding for energy. Mendham, New Jersey has secured new grants for historic sites. Kootenai, BC will be spending $10 million on housing upgrades. Baton Rouge, Louisiana is approving new street lighting downtown. Milwaukee, Wisconsin has had their street lighting project struck by thieves. The U.S. Army Signal Corps at Fort Eisenhower in Georgia caught a lighting contractor stealing from the barracks. Columbia County, Georgia has approved LED retrofits for sports fields. Seminole, Florida is switching their streets to LED. Amoresco has completed an energy project at Southeast New Mexico College. Marshall, Minnesota is upgrading their schools. Shreveport, Louisiana is adding lighting to parks. Newcastle, Pennsylvania library is seeking donations for their lighting upgrades. Pearl Hospitality is seeking funds from the town of Cambridge, Ontario to pay for their lighting issues. Canutillo, Texas has finished lighting projects at their baseball and softball fields. The Mall of America has debuted a new decorative lighting system. And Detroit celebrated the release of the new Superman movie with the bat signal. Okay, it was for a Batman-themed concert in the park from the local symphony, but like, come on. Timing, guys, timing. Internationally, FSC has certified LEDVANCE in the EU. We have $138 million in infrastructure funds for Eastern Israel. Signify has set sustainability goals in Malaysia. UN peacekeepers are aiding lighting installations in Lebanon. Oman's IoT connectivity is on the grow. The Colosseum of Rome is offering new night tours with new lighting to match. Inside the pyramids of Giza, you can now look at their brand new LED lighting rigs, which look pretty good, actually. They're really making the space pop. In sports news, Signify is now the preferred floodlighting partner of FIFA, and Cooper has sponsored the Pro Pickleball Association as their lighting partner. In People News, Tony Lee is now in the Hall of Fame of the American Lighting Association. Kyle Layton is now the president of Peachtree Lighting. We have new leaders at Warshauer. Patrick Knight is now on the board of directors at ETIM. Kurt Magda is now appointed as VP at Fromm. And Gerald Johnson is now on the board of directors at Eaton. We have a recall on LED gloves due to battery safety. This is a U.S. recall on children's novelty gloves that have little glowy bits in them, but they can access the button cells, and that means that they might swallow them, and that's no good. Lithium, don't eat it. Don't choke on button cell batteries. That's what I have to say. Glow powder may have a use in tattoos. We have a neon fixture that can also detect lightning strikes if you care to build that. And Qualls, a marsupial, is yet another member of the Glows Under UV Club. This one, it's just the spots. Just the spots. Not the rest of the marsupial, just the spotty parts. Anyway, I've been Scott Wachter. I want to thank you for your time, your attention. I want to thank all our sponsors. Enjoy your week and enjoy the music. See ya. I touted my proudest plots unabashedly uncool. I sang a song of snot and played myself for a fool. Cracked my chest to let my heart's vast ignorance shine through. Regaled on my dreamy brain farts as if they'd all